This episode of Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Perich, and you are listening to the Capes and the Lunatic Sidekicks podcast.
What about our Quasar podcast, The Quantum Zone?
What about our Quasar podcast?
Wendell Vaughn, the first Earthman ever appointed Protector of the Universe. Bonded to the energy-transforming quantum bands that are both weapons and symbols of his station, he fights an ongoing battle to defend all life in the universe from cosmic evil as Quasar. Welcome back to the Quantum Zone, episode 98. That's right, we're only 2 away from 100. I am Phil, joining me as always, master of the Quantum Zone.
I am Will. Hi, everyone.
And hey, look at him. MC Kona himself, straight from Boston. It is.
This is Matt. Hi, everyone.
Let you know where you can find his sick
here.
beats. Oh, yeah. Hey, it's cold here, too. It's been raining, snowing all day.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and then Will's nice and toasty. They're cooking a possum or something.
Yeah. Possum. Yum.
Oh, my Lord. All right. Like random nonsense, but I saw some video on, I think it was on Twitter. Was it this morning? Some guy, he was like, I don't know, was it an apartment or something? Because I think they said the landlord, he was like punching a possum off the railing of like the second floor or something.
Huh. That sounds like either Arkansas or Florida, so.
Oh, Florida. Oh, the current home of Lilith Hellfire. Oh, my Lord. Gators and... Florida's like the drain of America, man. All the scum just like flows down to Florida. No offense, love.
All the crazy.
Yeah.
Or if they get in trouble, where they run Florida. Well, you figure the cost of living's, I'm sure, much lower than like California, so they run to Florida. Yes, because we're speaking of Florida because we don't have that much in the way of news. Because, I mean, not to pull the curtain back too much, but yeah, we recorded last episode and this episode back to back. So.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wearing a different outfit. My hoodie is up this time.
Yes.
When will this one go live? What, on the 27th?
Well, yeah. Because Wonder Man will go up this Friday, and then this one will go up the week after. Yes.
All right, cool.
Yep. That's right, people. We're talking about the future. I feel like Ray from Into the Night and Moon Knight podcast. Yes, but yes, Kona's wearing a different outfit. His hood is up.
Yeah.
I could sprinkle some pin particles on it to make it bigger.
I was wearing a large sweatshirt last episode. It's an XL now.
Oh, maybe like 4 inches.
We need more drops for this show.
5 inches, maybe.
All right. I mean, we could probably just jump into this issue because, like we said, it's extra sized and it's wordy. Yes.
Yeah.
See, it's extra sized. It was a whole $1.75. For those of you out of the country, that's $1.75.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord, that's like somebody from work put up a I don't know where this is from. There was someone made like a giant cake and it looked like a almost like a full size deer.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know where it was from, but I commented. I said, "All right, get ready." I was chilling my inner cone. I said, "How many bucks does that cost?"
Oh man.
Yeah. So
well. You want to find the best bakery to make a full-size deer cake. You don't want to go somewhere that'll steer you in the wrong direction.
Oh.
I know. I could have thought I'm probably gonna think of something more clever 5 minutes from now, and I'm gonna think back on the previous moment and just be like, "Don't."
Well, it's a bakery. It's a bakery. Hopefully, they're using good dough.
Whatever.
No, come on. You know you had
That's
one.
enough. No, I don't know. I just I didn't know that bakeries could choose dough that is a gender. I don't know. A dough, a deer, a female. I don't know.
He lost it. Lost it. All right.
It's gone. It's gone.
All right. So, yeah, let's get into this issue because it is big. All right. So, Avenger, it even says on the cover, the final chapter. They're like, okay, guys, we get it. It's over. The final chapter of Operation Galactic Storm, Part 19 from Avengers 347. And again, May 1992. It says, not even the Avengers can stop the death of a galaxy. I like that negative image on the cover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, negative.
Oh, yes. I see you, Marvin. All right, so entitled Empire's End, the epic conclusion of the Kree-Shi'ar War, brought to you by Bob Harris, writer, Steve Epting, penciler, Tom Palmer, inker, Gina Going, colorist, Bill Oakley and Michael Higgins, letterers. Well, yeah, they needed 2 letterers on this issue.
Yeah.
Ralph Macchio, editor. Kenny's not doing his karate. And Tom DeFalco, editor-in-chief. All right, let's see the summary. The Negabomb, an antimatter device capable of spewing forth deadly radiation at translite speed, was built by the alien Shi'ar to end their months-old conflict with the Kree. But when the Shi'ar Empress decided not to employ the device, the Kree's ancient enemies, the Skrulls, stole the bomb. Now it's been detonated and the Avengers have been caught in the blast. Ominous.
Quite.
But I mean, I don't know. I guess it's always been this way, but it's like, I guess there's always been some maniac willing to bomb people just for the sake of the expediency or, to promote an agenda. I don't know.
That's right.
I don't know. All right. So, hey, this is a good issue because not only is it the conclusion, but look, page 1, panel 1, Quasar. That's right. Because, all right, get ready, people. A lot of words here. All right. It says he is fully 1.5 million miles distant when it explodes, and all hope dies within him. He stares in horror as it rushes relentlessly towards him, obliterating everything in its path. He has perhaps a second or 2 at most to whisper a silent farewell before the Avenger known as Quasar is blown away. You can see that white explosion going outward. All right. A moment ago, this proud... All right, we go further out. A moment ago, this proud star cruiser of the Imperial Kree fleet was returning home after a 3-year mission in deep space. It is a homecoming that is destined to never happen. Anybody want to do the aliens?
Oh, sure. I'll take the captain. We're registering a massive anomaly on the Omniwave band, and sensors are picking up energy forces of enormous proportions emanating from the very heart of the Empire.
Notify Hala and put it on the screen quickly.
By the great Palma, what has happened to the Empire?
Alert, alert. Plasma wave of intersect vector collision imminent.
Helmsman, quickly, hard to port. Hard to...
A moment, the space between one heartbeat and the next, so short a period of time, before the star-flung Kree conquerors of 1,000 worlds, proud masters of destiny, it is all the breath of time between existence. An obliteration! A moment ago, sacred Hala, home of the Kree and capital of their vast empire, orbited its sun Palma as it has since its creation. Hala, a planet boastful of its history and feared throughout known space for its power. But that was before the first shockwave hit, ripping away the planet's famed defensive rings like so much chaff in the wind. Before the lordly towers of Kreelar, built over the millennia, to remind those who passed beneath their massive structures of the glory that is all things Kree, fell amidst the roaring winds of destruction. Before the Kree looked up in horror and confusion as they saw their world ending around them, crying out for salvation from unheeding gods, even as their lives are ripped away. There's Cat Atlas and Dr. Minerva. And even those who know where this terrible retribution truly came from, Deathbird, can only stare in shock at what the wrath of her people has finally wrought, as famed Hala, falls. Okay, page 4. But this moment was not meant for Hala alone. Hala. No, the blast wave travels far and fast, engulfing all the 1,000 solar systems that bowed before the Empire. Nothing is spared that called itself Kree. On those worlds far, far from the epicenter, it sweeps across the face of each planet like the angel of death. Silently, whole populaces die, never knowing their day was done, their time finished. Not so other planets near the center of the Empire. They do not die quickly, as the shockwave rips through their atmosphere, leveling proud cities and humble hovels with indiscriminate contempt. These worlds fairly scream out their death cry. But nothing is absolute in this universe. For on world after world, pitiful survivors look up at blazing skies and wonder, what have the Kree done to deserve this? Open their pack of Wolverine trading cards. Far beyond the borderlands, on the outer fringes of the greater Magellanic Cloud, lies a ring of cloaked interstellar listening posts. Stealth craft sent from the Kree's giant enemy, the Shi'ar Imperium, to spy upon the Empire. A task that is rapidly becoming obsolete.
You want this one, Matt?
Sure. By Shara, I need tactical now.
Data from our long-range probes report extreme energy fluctuations across the spectrum, my lord. Scans indicate negatively charged energy matrices appearing throughout the Kree territories. Raw gravimetric readings detect no stellar or planetary disintegration at present. In short, my lord captain, all is within the parameters expected from the detonation of the negabomb.
So it is done. Communications. Open an instalink with Imperial Center and report to the majestic Shi'ar Lalandra the news she has so long awaited. The Kree Empire is no more.
And in the aftermath, among the flotsam and jetsam of a destroyed civilization, see Quasar flung up, just floating about. Ugh. Must have been swept a couple million miles. Only my quantum force field saved me. Can't believe the bomb went off. Couldn't stop it. Should have been faster. The Avengers! Were they caught in it? Gotta find them. Might need help. Gotta concentrate. Maybe get a fix on him. It can't be! It can't! In the blink of an eye, he is several 100,000 miles away. And for the second time today, Quasar feels his heart break. No! As he sees Iron Man's team floating there, just in space, all purpley. But then there is only a mournful wind on Hala now. A constant wind blowing through the ruins that nearly drowns out the murmuring of a wandering lost soul. The mad woman called Deathbird. So who is Deathbird?
I think Matt, you're Deathbird, right, Matt?
Okay. Oh, wretched Lalandra, my sweet, gentle sister, did you in truth order this? How bloodthirsty you've become, sister. How like me, your hated rival. But you feared the negabomb. You feared it would cost you your immortal soul, and still you used it. Did you find it in your heart, that cold place all leaders must have, sister? How I wish I had witnessed that. But no, I walk alone among an empire of corpses, and yet I still live. Is it punishment, perhaps? For this crime is Shi'ar, and my sins are legion? O Eri, we have brought the Kree low indeed, but need we have killed them all? Here in the shattered citadel I shall beg forgiveness. Lalandra, how like you I now become, for I suddenly find myself fearing for my soul. She's wandering through the rubble. She notices a certain Avenger laid out on the ground. The Avenger, Captain America. Even here in the Kree Imperial Chamber there is death. You should have stayed on Earth, Terran, and lived to an old age, for our ancient war had nothing to do with you.
Okay, 2 points. One, so Cap basically slept through the second half of this Operation Galactic Storm, and 2, he already is an old age.
Yeah, that's right. He is.
He is.
That's Hala's ass. All right.
Come on, he just had a big four.
He just had what? Matt,
I said he had a long night.
Oh yeah.
Big foreign dish party. Yeah.
All right. Deep space. where Quasar bears a heavy burden as he's thinking, I found the Quinjet's wreckage. Not there was much left. The impact must have been incredible. This shouldn't have happened. It wasn't supposed to be like this. We were going to stop the war, not die in it. Oh man, how am I going to tell Jarvis? And Luna, she's just a baby. To lose her mother now?
Hey!
That Albert? What?
Wendell! You are a sore for sight eyes, buddy.
Thor, let go.
Hey, sorry.
You don't understand, Thor. The other Avengers who went to Hala, they were caught in the Negabomb explosion. They were killed, Thor. Don't you see? They're dead. Dead.
No, all of them? I can't believe it.
Believe it. I couldn't find Cap. He must still be out there, alone. But you guys pulled through, okay? Let me think. That's Captain Marvel. We're battered and bruised, Quasar, but we rode out the blast wave with minimal damage. Captain Marvel? Then at least the Shi'ar envoy made it. And Captain Marvel in the ship. I only wish that were true, Wendell. But Wonder Man and the Vision were trapped on the Negabomb when it detonated. We were on our way to the blast epicenter when we picked up your ID beacon. Believe me, it was like music to our ears, so we could get home. I just wish Cap and the others could have been as lucky. Bring our friends aboard, Quasar. We'll bring them home. After we find out what happened to the Vision and Wonder Man, which we find out on the next page.
Immediately.
Yes.
Yeah, I see Thor, Quasar, and Living Lightning in space, and I see the somewhat shrapneled, barefoot body of Vision and Wonder Man all torn up and purpley gamma rayed out. And you see Thor floating over. Oh, no, it's not them. I was almost hoping we wouldn't find them. Then we could always hope, you know?
And Captain Marvel says, are you all right, Wanda? This can't be easy on you. I mean, the Vision's your husband, and Simon. Simon. And Scarlet Witch says, thank you, Monica, but this is hard on all of us. We lost some very dear friends today. Who's on the radio? Oh, I think it's Quasar. CM, you're not going to believe this, but they're alive. They're both alive. And Scarlet Witch, thank heaven, but how? Oh, who cares? This is incredible.
Yeah, you know it, lady. Finally, something's gone right today.
And she says, Vision, Simon, I couldn't dare hope. I just thank God you're both all right.
Our survival had more to do with the detonation's directional force than any divine intervention, Wanda. The concussive blast radiated out from the Negabomb, leaving a vacuum at its center. We found ourselves in a situation not unlike that of Hiroshima's peace building, which survived survived intact, despite being at the very heart of the first atomic bomb explosion.
Whoa, Viz, some time for history lesson, huh? Taking notes, Wanda? Hey, we're alive. Man, oh man. You made it through the light. But you got your wish, bro. Genocide. Sweet genocide. But Ma Earth's safe. Yes, indeed. Who cares about the Kree anyway?
That energy flare. Vision, what's happened to Simon?
He's obviously disoriented. I would hypothesize that his body's ionic molecular structure is attempting to absorb the substantial amount of nega radiation it was exposed to. I should add that a mutagenic response to this assimilation is statistically possible.
Hey, I'm starving. Anyone got a pastrami sandwich?
And then we see Captain Marvel talking to Star Fox, who's kneeling over the dead Avengers. Star Fox, why don't you come join the others? There's nothing you can do back here.
I know, Captain. It's just that I can't shake this feeling that I'm missing something. That, of course. Now, he looks crazy there, okay?
Yes, he
That's
does.
the crazy eyes, okay?
What's it?
Sersi, you clever girl, you. We Eternals played this game as children centuries ago. It's time to return to the land of the living, Avengers.
Shwoom! As he, does something to them.
Welcome back, cousin. You gave us quite a fright.
And Sersi says, just as we used to give our parents, Eros? And next page, I guess they pick up in the middle of the conversation, because Cersei's like, when it became apparent we could not outrun the shockwave and death was a certainty, I used my transmutation power to psionically change the molecular structure of our bodies into basic inert matter, gambling that in that form we could survive both the explosion and the exposure to space. The downside, of course, was that we would be left in that state drifting through space for eternity, unless another Eternal happened to stumble upon us and reverse the process.
As part of your plan, I happily fulfilled, Sersi.
And Scarlet Witch is saying, but Sersi, where is Captain America?
Believe me, we wish we knew, Wanda. We were separated back on the planet.
We would have known, Knight, if Iron Man hadn't ordered us all off a holla.
And if we had searched for him, Hawkeye, we would have been on planet when the bomb went off. It was the toughest decision of my life, Avenger, but it was a far side better than suicide.
I think that's Quasar. Then Cap's still on Hala? We gotta go get him.
Quasar, listen to me. We don't even know if Hala still exists. The chances that Cap is alive are remote at best.
So that means we gave up on him, Shellhead?
Of course not. I just want to make the reality of the situation clear, so there's no false hope.
I think that's you in the last panel.
Oh,
yeah, I think that's still Iron Man.
Okay. But Avengers always take care of their own. Captain Marvel, pilot a course for Hala.
And speaking of Hala...
Alright, Deathbird is crouching down to Cap. You were a noble warrior, Terran, a man of spirit and mettle who did battle bravely against the Kree and... Blood and fire! You still breathe! Do the fates then relent in their cruel judgment? Am I not to be left alone to rule a dead world? You are fair of face and pleasing in form, a fitting consort, perhaps, to one who was once Majestrix Shi'ar.
Oh, she kisses him.
She leans in close and kisses him and wakes him up like a fairy tale.
Huh? Deathbird, what's going on, lady?
Why?
It's you. Sorry.
Yeah.
Put his big head on.
Why ask such a question of one who has been as much a pawn in this affair as you, Captain America? All you need to know is that the long stagnation is over and the destiny of the Kree is now assured.
The Supreme Intelligence? But then, again, meanwhile, light years away, lies the administrative hub of the galaxy-spanning Shi'ar Imperium, the throne world called Chandalar, where news has arrived that will forever change the course of history. News that must be brought to her who is the heart and soul of this empire, Lilandra Magistrix Shi'ar.
You sought an audience, my executive council? I trust there is word.
Indeed, and it is one of joy, Eminence, for never was there such a day in Shi'ar history. Our righteous cause has triumphed. The war is over. Thanks to our doomsday weapon, we have achieved an unprecedented victory over the Kree, who will threaten us no more. Nor, I dare say, will any other power. The preeminence of the Imperium has been assured throughout the galaxy.
The fleet is being made ready even now, for the glory of this day is ours. Majesty?
Victory, noble lords, can have a bitter taste. Leave me now to revel in it, she says through tears coming down her face.
And back on Hala. See Cap and Deathbird confronting the Supreme Intelligence.
Do you think you have won this day? Poor limited fools. Everything has gone as I wished.
Are you insane? Look around you. Your people are dead.
You have a vision, Terran, limited by concepts of morality and time. You cannot begin to understand the subtlety of my design. Yes, billions upon billions of Kree, fully 98% of the Empire's populace died this day. It was a painful sacrifice, but one worth the price, for on most worlds, pockets of those sturdy enough to survive are even now emerging from the ruins. Little do they realize they are the jewels of my empire, for in not succumbing to death, they forever change the very nature of the Kree. Their genetic structure has made to quickly mutate and adapt to the negabomb's radiation, and in their loins the seeds of greatness now lie. By suffering through the crucible of the negabomb, the Kree have at last escaped their evolutionary dead end and begin once more the climb to glory. You are mad. The bomb was a Shi'ar weapon of death. Of course. I knew such a deadly device was needed to push my people through the thresholds, but I also knew it unwise to be directly involved in the creation of such a doomsday weapon. For my people are also limited in their conceptions and would not understand the need for such extreme measures. I found it expedient, then, to reach across the stars and plant the idea for the negabomb unawares in the consciousness of our ancient rivals, the Shi'ar. Then, by intensifying long-suppressed suspicions and hatreds that lay dormant in the minds of the leaders of our individual empires, I engineered the start of the war and ensured today's outcome. And then Deathbird throws a big rock at him. And you dared use my people? You used me!
Deathbird, it's no use.
The Kree may have lost this day, and our name may fade from the annals of history, but mine is the eternal vision, and in millennia to come we shall evolve into the race we were meant to be, and on that day the universe will tremble. And billions have died for this, you pitiful, pathetic...
Let it go, Deathbird. Leave him to his conscience, if he has one. I can't see Will. Will?
Oh, wait.
That's okay. I just want to make sure you were there. I couldn't see you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Hang on. Yeah, my battery's getting low. I may have to go grab a
Okay.
charger. We'll see how this works. Yeah.
Okay.
See if I have any more 2-page monologues. Give me some time.
Hey, man, I had like 4 pages. That's what I said. This thing is long. All right.
I can talk.
Yes, you can. Outside, the Avengers make their return to Hala. Crystal, sweet Agon. This was a city faster than any I've ever seen, and now, oh sweet Agon.
Captain Marvel, Living Lightning. Scout ahead. See if you can find anyone alive. Crystal, are you all right? Maybe you should go back to the ship.
It's a woman and her child, Dane. Just a child. Like Luna. How can intelligent beings hate each other enough to do this?
Herc, bud, I don't know if I can take all this. Maybe I'm not tough enough for you big guns. Maybe I ought to just bow out of the Avengers. Nay, yours is a soul noble and true, friend Eric. And on the morn you doth gaze upon such carnage, and not be sickened to the very soul, that will be the day you should come to me and leave our staunch fellowship. And they sort of surveying the damage and all the bodies. And Giant Man Hawkeye says, Shellhead, back in the Quinjet, I said some things I didn't mean. I can be a real dunce sometimes, you know?
We've been friends a long time, Clint. If we can't disagree, who can? Wanda, are you unwell?
It's just so overwhelming. I need a minute.
Oh, that's me. Take all the time you need, Avengers. Why shouldn't you? The Kree lie defeated at your feet. Our civilization is destroyed. You have your precious victory.
Atlas and Minerva, alive? Kreeman, hear me. This is no victory for the Avengers. We didst e'er seek to prevent this disaster, and to our everlasting sorrow we failed. We can but offer our sympathy and assistance in this awful aftermath.
Do you think me a fool, Hercules? My people are dead, and you of all people offer us pity? Murderers!
Ooh, he's flying at him. Atlas, you idiot! We're telling you the truth. We didn't do this. Thor tries to break it up.
Come on, Hawk. Looks like the God Squad could use a hand.
Yeah. What about with his playmate Minerva?
We see Captain Marvel and Sersi grab Minerva. I wouldn't worry about her, Avenger. Sersi and I have matters well in hand.
Ooh, boy, that Joker's got some hook. Come on, Atlas, give up. There's no point in fighting anymore, guy.
Then kill me, assassins, for without my people I do not want to live. Kill me.
Stop. There's been enough killing today.
It's Cap. And Deathbird.
Atlas.
Oh, so behold the evidence that makes a mockery of your words. Your leader and Deathbird together. Can you deny now that you were ever in league with the Shi'ar?
Fool! There was no alliance, save for the unwitting one we all participated in at the hands of the Supreme Intelligence. Look around you and see the culmination of your leader's dreams. It was he who did this. He who created events that led to the Negabomb. He who killed the Kree.
Stop this blasphemy, Shi'ar, or I swear I will rip the words out of your mouth.
Try, Kreeman, and it will be the last thing you ever do.
That's enough, Deathbird. Thor, would you take care of Miss Charming?
Tell him, Terran, how his beloved leader slaughtered his own people, how he gloated in his victory. Tell him.
I know it's hard to believe, Atlas, but she's telling the truth. The Supreme Intelligence had this plan from the beginning. The Negabomb was meant to mutate the Kree, to jumpstart your evolutionary dead end. Apparently it worked. He's up there in the Citadel, basking over his triumph.
I reject this. Who could believe such a tale?
Tell him, Minerva. You knew all along, didn't you? It stands to reason you were the only scientist on Starforce. You've dedicated your life to improving the Kree. Is this what you wanted?
Am I Minerva?
Maybe.
Okay, I'll read it. I want the Kree to survive, Captain. It's as simple as that. It is unfortunate that such a sacrifice was asked of our people. But trust me, the results will be well worth it. The offspring of the survivors shall be the first of a new breed, and you will fear them, Earthman. Oh, you will fear them. In Poma's name, woman, how could you? You are a traitor to our people. Atlas, listen. Our DNA has been changed. The potential is unlimited now, and you were meant to be my mate. Think of the wondrous generations to come, the glory that will be theirs. Don't you understand? The weak had to die? No, they did not. But we shall join them. Captain America, I suggest you and your Avengers seek cover. I have engaged my battlesuit self-destruct program. The blast shall be quite violent.
Good Lord, Atlas. Don't do this.
I must, Captain. I see now that my life has been a lie. I have served a monster with all my heart and soul. And in doing so, I am as culpable as he for what has happened here. I salute you, Avengers. You are indeed worthy of respect. I beg you, do what I cannot. Make the Supreme Intelligence pay for his crime. Destroy him, so his victims may rest in peace. Atlas! You don't understand.
Once there was this Dr. Minerva.
So yes, they basically disintegrates them both. Good Lord.
You heard him, folks. Let's kill that scum.
Dane, no, stop! Says the Black Knight pulls out his lightsaber.
Cap, you can't mean to let that murderer go.
Don't you think I'm sickened by what's happened here, Iron Man? But kill? In cold blood? The Supreme Intelligence is a sentient being. To kill him is unthinkable. Let the Kree survivors handle this. The war's over. The Stargates won't be used again. Earth is safe. There's nothing more we can do. Dear God, we can't bring back the dead.
Captain, I am not persuaded the Supreme Intelligence meets the criteria for artificial life, which seems to be disturbing you. The word kill would be inappropriate in this situation. The intelligence can also be defined as nothing more than an extremely complex computer. Seen in this light, there can be no moral compunction in shutting it down.
The vision speaks the truth, Avengers. This is an evil that must be stopped. No plainer course has e'er stood before us. It is monstrous that we doth debate when the bodies of his victims lie around us. Billions have died this day.
Crystal says, but Hercules, if he is a living thing, we don't have the right to simply kill.
And Masterson Thor chimes in. And if we don't, Crystal, what if next time his plans include doing this to Earth? What about humanity's rights then?
And Sersi gets up in Cap's face. Hercules is right. Look around you, man. By Zuras, this was genocide. Is there ice in your veins? Well, no, not since the end of World War II. Sersi, believe me, my gut wants him to pay as much as you, but we cannot kill. We are not judge, jury, and executioner. It's as simple as that. And she says, it is as simple as vengeance, Captain. A matter of right over wrong.
Okay, that's enough.
Iron Man.
I'm the only original Avenger present, and I'm pulling rank, Cap. I don't agree with you. The Supreme Intelligence is a machine, a soulless piece of hardware that we will destroy so that nothing like this will ever happen again. Who's with me? Sorry, Cap. Maybe we can't bring the dead back to life, but we can at least avenge them. Heck, it's our name.
Well said, knight. Well said.
I understand then that you others agree with Cap.
And Crystal says, "You understand correctly, Iron Man."
Hawkeye, man, oh man, Shellhead, don't do this.
And Scarlet Witch says, "We cannot join in a killing expedition, no matter what the provocation." And we see Captain Marvel and Living Lightning standing there saying nothing. And Quasar, "Yeah, we're the Avengers. We don't do things like this."
And then Deathbird, well, where is your pride, Terran? You, no less than I, were used in this affair. This is about revenge.
No, Deathbird, it's about justice. Let's go, people. Yeah, right. And it's strictly an Avengers kindly butt out. Let's go, people. We have a job to do.
Thor, listen to me, bud. We're getting into very muddy waters here. Cap's right. This intelligence is a living thing.
You always think Cap's right, Wendell. What's your problem? That's your problem. One day, you're going to have to learn to think for yourself.
Ooh. And then Scarlet Witch is telling Wonder Man, "Simon, we all made a vow never to kill. If you are wrong about this, can you deal with the consequences?"
We're not wrong, Wanda. I wish you could see that. Captain, I honor thee as our leader, but today thou art most grievously misguided. To let this menace live dishonors us all. It brings shame to the name Avenger. Deathbird, I see now that at least some of you want to know what it means to be a warrior.
And then Quasar says, "Shut up, Deathbird. Cap, do you want me to stop them?" "No. Let them go." I just love how Iron Man pulls rank because of his seniority. If I was Cap, I'd be like, "What? By a few weeks? Come on."
Yeah.
The Citadel. Supreme Intelligence.
The renegade Avengers. You were expected. I monitored your spirited debate, Terrans, even as I now sense your doubts. You present a face of moral certitude, but you don't really know, do you? Am I a construct or am I alive? You fear the answer.
You're dreaming it. Yeah, you're dreaming intelligence. We're not afraid. Just determined to end your madness now.
I don't think so, little man. And he shoots through his forehead. I don't think so at all. And then you see everyone kind of lit up in yellow light, like they sort of are on the cover. Thor, what's happening? I am protecting myself, Avengers, as any life form would when under attack. My star force may be off planet, but did you think I would leave myself totally undefended? From your memories, I have found the seeds of your defeat. You see all these conjured villains. Is it Ultron? And,
the original
is that Krona?
Yeah.
From the Deviants?
I think so.
Grim Reaper, the Black Knight. The original Black Knight.
Yeah.
Original Cerberus.
Original Thor and Mandarin.
Mandarin, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not the actor, but yeah. No. And then Masterson. That's Thor! The real Thor! What happened to him?
Calm down, Avenger. It's not him. They're only images plucked from our minds to confuse us.
They are more than mere images. I have given them form and substance to destroy you. Wonder Man. Yeah, but did you have to go and pick my brother, Eric?
The Grim Reaper, eh? Don't worry, Simon. The reject from Central Casting is supposed to be my Uncle Garrett, the original, slightly felonious Black Knight. So cheer up. Every family's got their share of embarrassing relatives.
And we see Sersi decking hers.
Crow.
Yes, the defiant Crow was no member of my family, Dane Whitman. Still, he presented a far more formidable foe than this conjuring.
And then Hercules is fighting a three-headed dog.
Yep.
Yeah, verily, Sersi, the true Cerebrus guard the gates of Hades against my entry most savagely. This replica fight pales in comparison. And Thor is fighting fake original Thor. Same here, Herkster. This Thor clone's down for the count.
And this takes care of the Mandarin. Where's the supreme intelligence in picking foes we've already defeated, intelligence? Can you be slipping? Hey guys, I'm going to have to switch over to the laptop. Can we pause for about 30 seconds?
Yes.
Okay.
Such a long show. We have to take an intermission, people.
Yeah.
Vision is powering up. So right now we've hit a point in the book where there's friction between two different Avengers camps.
Yes.
Very pre-Civil War, and there's bad versions of heroes coming back. Very like Infinity War, where we were talking earlier. So,
I mean, I like you brought up Civil War, that it's like,
Iron Man versus Cap.
Well, yeah, it's not like manufactured friction. It's like it's been here, at least since this, even before this, because during armor wars, even
Yeah.
Why can't they get along?
Lines get drawn
That's
and crossed. Yeah.
I know. Hey, how about a commercial break?
Hi, this is one of the High Priests of Khonshu, Ray, from Into the Night, a Moon Knight podcast. We're proud members of the Collective, and you're listening to one of the Collective members, the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast. Hope you enjoy.
I'm enjoying this show, Ray. Thank you. So yes, boy, look at. I mean, we've read more than what's left, but man, this is a wordy issue. Compared to like that Wonder Man issue and some of the other ones, man, they packed
some heaviness.
Again, it's like I think Will brought it up one week. It's like, then why didn't they just go to part 20? But I guess they wanted to end it in Avengers. Because what came after Avengers? Oh, so otherwise it would have ended in like Iron Man or something.
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, it would have made sense. Iron Man was like the leader of the killer Avengers. There he is.
Am I back, gentlemen?
Yes. I don't know. Are you?
I don't know. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I mean, I heard you ask if you're back. Yes.
All right. Sorry about the intermission.
That's all right. I think you're up. That's the Vision, right? Yes.
Oh yes, Vish.
Yes.
Page 37. Oh boy.
We're still going. Ultron has also been defeated. Iron Man, I share your dubious view of this challenge. Victory has been too easily obtained. Supreme Intelligence is unquestionably capable of defending itself much more effectively. The question is, why is it chosen not to?
And Hercules is rushing towards the Supreme Intelligence, about to throw a big left hand. Thou dost think too much, Vision. The foul murderer stands before us. Let us not question Providence.
And that is perfectly in character for Hercules to say. Gotta agree with Herc, Vish. Maybe he was damaged in the explosion. Doesn't matter. We have our chance and we're going to take it.
Because everyone like Thor, Iron Man, Sersi, and Vision, everyone who has like an energy blast is blasting them.
Yeah.
Is that Iron Man, you think, talking?
I think so, yeah.
Pour it on, Avengers. Give it everything you've got. We did it. We shattered the screen.
And Sersi says, yes, but what lies beyond? Still going.
Looks like a big brain in a globe surrounded by
quantum tentacle thingies.
I was going to say, what he's surrounded by.
Sparkly.
The very heart of the Supreme Intelligence, Sersi. Apparently, we have found his life support system. Fascinating. The structure seems to be an amalgamation of organic tissue and cybernetic material. The technology that designed such a construct is most impressive. It is regrettable the Kree culture did not pursue a less aggressive path.
Did he say organic? As in living?
Sersi flies up. What does it matter? It is a matter of semantics. We came here for a purpose, Thor. Now is not the time for doubts.
These tentacles seem to be some sort of last defense. My sword's having trouble cutting through.
And Wonder Woman's kind of holding one of the...
Wonder Man! He's a
tentacles. Man! Wonder Man! Sorry, Wonder Man. Sorry. And, come on there! Come on, Thor! You heard Dane! We could use your help! And Thor's got some doubts. I'm not sure, Simon. I think the intelligence is really alive, and I can't kill. I can't. Sorry.
Oh man, poor Thor, man. He's gonna get hassled by Cap for killing, and he didn't even do the kill. He didn't. He wanted to back up.
But this is pretty ahead of its time because 1992. I think this is the first recorded thing of someone getting upset if something was organic or not. Mm-hmm. See, it happened a lot in the grocery store now. Is this organic? He said organic. We can't get this. It's overpriced. We can't.
I thought you were going to say the first recorded appearance of Wonder Man's nipple.
Oh, no. It's a big
There
one.
you go, Knight. That takes care of the last tentacle. Much obliged, Shellhead. It's defenseless now. I just hope we're right.
Dane, if you have a single doubt, then stop.
There can be no absolute certainty at this point.
And Wonder Man, just do it! Remember what he did!
How could I forget?
As he jumps on the brain and plunges his lightsaber in the brain.
Oh, yeah!
What the heck? Some sort of concentrated energy beam.
A plunge sword, the awesome unleashing of a vast untapped power that was the Supreme Intelligence, the collapse of the Kree Citadel. Again, it takes but the space of a heartbeat, but it is a scream. It is the scream, the cry of agony that echoes across the fallen city that will haunt the Avengers for a lifetime. And they're all running back, and Sersi says, "I suggest we make haste, gentlemen."
You don't have to tell us twice, Sersi.
In the chaos, no one looks up to see a tiny point of light rise from the tower's ruins and race into the darkling sky. And then the Avengers get back to the other team.
Home are the hunters, home from the hills.
I see you all made it. I assume you accomplished what you set out for?
The Supreme Intelligence won't threaten anyone ever again. You will never kill again. That's what you mean.
Iron Man, are you?
Please, Cap, not one of your homilies. Not now. I'm not in the mood.
I can't believe you did this. This isn't how it's supposed to be. It's Hawkeye says to Wonder Man. It's done, Clint. Get it through your thick skull. It's done.
And Scarlet Witch says, that noise, now what?
Deathbird. Why, it's just my little sister. Come to claim her reward.
And the spaceship comes out with a roar. Like a lion.
Know ye all, gentle beings, by right of conquest, by right of precious blood, and in the names of the gods Shara and Kaithri, I, Lilandra, Nirmani, Majestrix Shiar, take possession of this planet and all her dominions in the name of the Shiar Imperium. From this moment forward, all who bowed before Hala shall be subject to Chandelier. All that was Kree is now Shiar. So have I spoken, so shall it be done. It pleases me to see that you survived the cataclysm, Avengers. The universe would have been a poorer place without beings of courage and spirit as you. I see now such traits are not as unique among Terrans as I once thought. I also see my sister among you. Deathbird, step forward. It is time for our long rivalry to end. Months ago, you renounced all claims to my throne.
Back in Uncanny X-Men number 276, X-Ralph.
In return, this day I name you my viceroy to rule this fallen empire in my name.
Majestrix, is this wise?
Silence! Starforce shall serve you as your imperial guard, answerable to me. Rule these people well, for we have done them grievous harm. Why are you doing this? I shall sleep easier at night, knowing you are here on Hala under my careful watch, rather than hiding unseen in the shadows of Chandalar with a dagger in your hand and my death in your heart. Much remains to be done, much pain to be redressed, but none of it any longer is of your concern, Avengers. You have my word that the Stargate near your sun will never be used again. Your world, home of my heart, is once again safe.
Well,
We
yeah.
live in a
Sorry, I was gonna say yeah, but her booty. Yeah, it's safe because her booty call Charles Xavier is on the Earth.
Professor X.
Bay, Bay.
Charles Bay Xavier.
We live in a universe that has been irrevocably changed. Such change always carries a price. The Shi'ar must face the consequences of our actions, but we face them alone. Return to Earth and leave us to our destiny.
We wish you luck, Lilandra. You've assumed an awesome responsibility. Today you've become one of the most powerful beings in the universe. A day in which we witnessed the expression of authority so absolute that the sanctity of life meant nothing before the destiny of empires and the cause of self-righteousness. It's a story as old and sad as time, and one that must end now before there are more negabombs, more dead. He's looking right over at Iron Man. You have a great opportunity to do that, to be powerful enough to cherish life, not destroy it. But you were right on one point, Magistrix. Things will never be the same.
He walks away.
And epilogue. Last 4 panels. We see a Skrull and I don't know what that other alien is. Scanners are...
Yeah, go ahead.
Scanners are picking up the capsule at the exact coordinates we were supplied with. We've locked onto it with our tractor beam. Bring it in. Initializing transferal to our computer core. By the ever-changing, I've never seen such complex data flow.
What did you expect, fool? It is the knowledge of 1,000 millennia. Now do as we were instructed. Put him on the screen.
Ah, I see that I survived and you were punctual. Now take me to the appointed place where I will await the fruits of this day. My plan went perfectly, and I can afford to be patient.
So all that pain for nothing. The Supreme Intelligence is still alive.
Yep.
And again...
And so ends Operation Galactic Storm.
Well, kind of, sort of. We got some epilogues. We got
The operation is over.
Yes.
The operation is over.
Now we enter after the storm. Because next episode we cover Captain America 401, where we see the Avengers have to face each other now. And Cap and Hawkeye go for a drink. So yes, and speaking of friends, we have we have feedback from our pal Ray from Into the Night, a Moon Knight podcast from the continent of Australia, the land down under. And if my email would ever open, okay. Damn, I got hit by a negabomb. Okay, part 19.
Man, there were walls of text in that issue.
just that last speech by Lilandra, man. I thought Conan was going to pass out.
I went on pages, yeah.
That's why I was like, oh, good tech, editor's note. We can give Conan a break. All right, let's see. Here is Ray's thoughts on the final chapter of Operation Galactic Storm.
Hi guys, it's Ray here, just dropping in some thoughts on the final chapter of Operation Galactic Storm Part 19, as seen in the Avengers issue 347. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say about this. I absolutely love this last chapter. It really ties things up well, supersized, it seems at least. It seemed like it was longer than 30 pages, but it really does well in wrapping things up. It was so well written, I thought, thoroughly engaging. I really loved it. So, at the risk of going on for about 5 minutes or so, I'll just go to some key points, from small ones to big ones. Look, the first thing I really found, as I read this, interesting was, I guess, Sersi's trick of turning them, the Avengers into inert matter to protect them from the explosion. My first impression was Hercules. I was thinking, no, there's no way he could be hurt from that explosion. If Thor can survive, surely Hercules can. But a nifty little trick to keep the Avengers, back into the game by this little eternal game. So of playing dead, which is pretty funny. The other big thing that really interested me was Wonder Man, and his, as Vision says, a mutagenic response to his exposure to the Negabomb. I don't know what happens to Wonder Man later. I'm sure you'd be well aware, and the others of what would happen. I can't wait to see how this changes Wonder Man. I've always found him interesting. So it was really good. Now the big thing, the huge thing here was the reveal. What I found so enthralling was this conversation with the Supreme Intelligence, his explanation of, basically wiping out billions so that the Kree's DNA mixed with the radiation can kind of kickstart their species again. Kickstart this or get rid of this dead end of their genetics. Such a terrible, an evil plan. I just love it. I think it was a really great thing. And of course, not only that, but we have this moral dilemma between the Avengers. And I'm really interested to hear what the three of you think. If you sided with Cap, or if you sided with the likes of Wonder Man and Thor and Vision and Iron Man. I was tending to lean towards Iron Man's side. I don't know, life is sacred. The Supreme Intelligence technically may not be alive, although we find out it probably is. But one life, as opposed to billions that were killed, I don't know. I think vengeance, call me cruel, but I think vengeance is the way to go. So I was against Captain America with that regard. I like the little reveal as well of Dr. Minerva being in on it as well. That self-destruction suit by Atlas was a little funny. He kind of tells Captain America to stay away. The explosion will be quite violent. Take cover, but he kind of blips with Minerva, and he's still within a few feet to Captain America. So it wasn't a big explosion at all. But yeah, that moral dilemma was a fantastic way to kind of end it. The action was great. It didn't take center stage, but it didn't need to. So this issue had everything. I was very happy with this. Really loved the way it ended. And so I'm just kind of flicking through further. Oh yeah, and the epilogue as well. Having Deathbird as the viceroy of the fallen Kree Empire, I find very interesting. I'd love to investigate now what happens to the Kree. And under the watch of Deathbird. Very cool. And finally, in the epilogue, it seems the essence of the Supreme Intelligence picked up by the Skrulls and whisked away. So,
30 Skrulls. As
much as the Avengers were lamenting whether they did the right or wrong thing, look, his Supreme Intelligence is still alive, so all good. But very highly entertaining, guys. I've probably gone over again, but there's just so much in this issue. The final chapter, I think it really did stick the landing, as they say, for these huge arcs. And yeah, would look forward to hearing what you guys think. Anyway, that's it from me. I'll catch you later. See ya.
There was Ray, all 5 minutes and 11 seconds of him.
Hey,
I love it. We need it.
Everyone talks for large sections of time during this episode.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Wonder Man actually, if I remember right, the series keyed off of this event, and it propelled him through the next year of storylines, I think.
Oh yeah, his powers were what his powers all
fluctuating. He had issues with rage, and it was really good.
Yeah.
He basically had to get angry to get more power. Basically had to go all Hulk, but it's not lose complete control.
Yeah. He lost control of his book so much that it started being horizontal.
Oh, yeah.
That one issue.
There was one issue like that.
Yeah, one or two, right? Yeah.
But, I think I agree with, I do agree with Ray. It's people get the death penalty for killing a handful of people. This thing killed billions. And who's to say the Avengers didn't anger it enough that it was going to come after Earth eventually?
Right. Yeah. That part of the argument sort of makes me kind of go with the Black Knight and Iron Man camp.
Yeah. I mean,
I say Black Knight because he's the one that issued the order of execution. So, yeah.
And I mean, whether it was alive or not, I mean, it's either a computer program. I mean, who knows? Maybe it's broken, or if it's a if it's a living thing, maybe he's gone insane. Who's to say he's not going to go out and kill more people after you leave?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm too much the idealist. Side with Cap.
I know. I mean, I appreciate Cap and Quasar's stance, but it's just like it basically the Supreme Intelligence is a mad dog. You got to put it down.
I mean, I feel like this. I really wish there was more Quasar thinking about this, since he is the protector of the universe. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, he wants to protect. He's not the protector of the Earth. He does have to protect the universe I know there are different universes, but the beings in it, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll get to that in three episodes when we get to Quasar 35. True. Yes.
Yeah.
But we do get way into the morality of this next episode with Captain America 401.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's part of it is that the Avengers are really not involved in that culture at all. I mean, yes. What does the murder of billions, is that something that they make you a leader for because that culture values that, or not?
Well, think about this too, Will. Not only did it kill a couple billion people, a couple billion of its own people.
Yes.
So I mean, who's safe if the Supreme Intelligence is going to bomb his own people? How safe is anyone else?
Yeah, and we're talking and I've always kind of wondered this. The Kree is in their own galaxy. The Shi'ar are in their own galaxy, and neither of those are the Milky Way.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. It's a moral quandary.
Yes. I mean, it needed doing, and even when Cap was like, let the government handle. It's like, what? The Kree government's gone.
Shi'ar exists now.
Yeah, and the Shi'ar. I mean, I don't think the Landra's complaining. Neither are the Skrulls. So,
I mean, you have to kind of admire the Supreme Intelligence in knowing that some of the Avengers would come after him, and because he was essentially, well, spoilers, right? He was trapped there on Hala, and when they killed him, it freed him. So they actually ended up doing more damage.
Well,
by freeing him.
And he gets to fake its death too. Yeah. Yep. Again, they didn't know that, but yeah. So, any other thoughts?
Deep thoughts.
After 19 parts.
I think this is probably, Marvel got crossover drunk, in the 80s and the 90s, right? There was a crossover every other issue.
I mean, right. I mean, this period, 1992, it almost seems like where we're at now. It's like, they were barely got done with Galactic Storm, and they started Infinity War.
Yeah. And I feel like this is one of the probably better structured and best done crossovers from that era. I mean, I really do.
And I think it helps that it was only Avengers books, because can you imagine if this was today, they'd be like, oh, well, we got to get the Fantastic Four in on this. Oh, hey, it's the Shi'ar. Let's get the X-Men in on this.
Yeah. Oh, and Power Pack and Deathlock and
Power Pack and Deathlock in the first two.
I know.
We got him.
No, hell, Spider-Man's popular. Let's get him in here.
And Slapstick. We need Slapstick.
Yeah.
And Venom.
Oh, speaking of the 90s, did you see, I guess...
What about Beavis and Butthead?
That's right.
Did you see, I guess, they're rebooting New Warriors?
Yeah, they're doing Champions, New Warriors, lots of team, and Power Pack was one of those, I think.
I think except for Nova, it's like the original team and then plus some new people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yes, written by Daniel Kibblesmith, writer for Stephen Colbert, who Charlie and I talked to a couple weeks back.
Oh, cool.
Because he was writing the Loki book, then they canceled it at, I guess, issue 5. But yeah, he's going to be writing New Warriors.
Sweet.
Yeah, because there's a big outlawed event, You're not allowed to be a superhero if you're under, 21 or something.
Yeah.
Civil War Part 9? Well, I don't know.
Just for the kids. This one's for the kids.
Just for the kids. Yeah. Sending this one out for the kids.
Yes.
The Marvel Tales Annihilation came out not too long ago.
Oh yeah,
right?
wasn't that Hulk issue in there? Was that the one?
Yeah, it was that or was it a Project Pegasus issue? It was the Hulk issue, wasn't it? Where he where he chooses the name Quasar? I forget. Yeah, because one of them had that Hulk issue. Yeah, and was it another one that had was it part 1 of Project Pegasus or something? I can't remember. It had he was on the cover along with Gamora, I think. Oh, okay. Yeah, Marvel Tales Annihilation, I think was the title of it. Hang on. You know what? Let me look it up real quick. Not that there's a lot of books, although I did see an article about some guy from Image Comics was saying, yeah, there's too many books. Even we're cutting back on books, and Marvel and DC put out way more than we do. I forget how much. Let's see. It was like a couple. It was like an extra 1,000 or 2 between now and 2014. It's like on the market. There's like it's either 1,000 or 2,000 more books or something. Oh, it wasn't Gamora. It was actually Moondragon, Darkhawk, and Quasar. And the Quasar is Project Pegasus Chapter 1. So it's Marvel 2-in-1 number 53. Which we covered. Scroll way down. Oh, way down. Way down. But it's Quasar appearance, so I have to get it right. I need to update the checklist. The Quantum Zone needs to be updated. That's right, Will. I'm a slacker, I know. It's my MS-DOS Iron Man armor is not letting me make updates fast enough. Hold on, I'm pulling out the Bible here. I'm seeing if I can give you the episode number for that Marvel 2-in-1 that we covered. I don't know, I'm too far. Greetings from Cybertron. What's that? Okay, Quantum Zone. Marvel 2-in-1 number 53 we covered. Oh, my Lord. Episode 18. Oh, wow. That was back in 2018 then, right? I think so. Yeah, it had to have been. Yes. yes. Oh, my Lord. I'm looking at this. Oh, and what was that last episode we talked about? That Marvel Comics Presents number 29? 29, yeah. That was episode 7. Oh, wow. Oh, and we also covered New Warriors. Remember, we also covered New Warriors number 1 in that episode? Oh, yeah. Speaking of Quasar cameo at the end. Do what Cap says. I think that's what he says, essentially, right? Yes. Yeah. Or does he even speak? I don't even know. I think he says one line. Yeah. So yes, people. And then it's not Incredible Hulk 234, but we did cover some of those old Cap and Hulk issues in episode 40 and 41. Remember Christmas 2018? Oh, wow. Yeah. Remember that's such a dopey name. Remember our Quantumist? Hurt on his face. Our Quantumist. So awesome. I'm Quasar now. Marvel Man is a dopey name. So yeah, go listen to all the episodes of the Quantum Zone. If you want to do it the nice, easy way, if you go on our the Capes and Lunatics YouTube channel, there's a playlist. You can go right down the list of all the Quasar appearances. Every one of our episodes. And we're approaching the divisible by 10 and actually 100 as well. Yes. Very soon, right? Yes, this is episode 98. Yes. Next episode, Cap 401, and then the big 100 with our 2 What If issues. What if the Quantum Zone made it to 100? All right, we done here? I think so. How about you, Matt? I'm done. Our extra long episode for the extra long issue. All right, so yes, next episode, Cap 401, followed by What If, number 55 and 56. What if the Avengers lost Galactic Storm? Think it got dark this issue? Wait till episode 100. Then, like we said, episode 101 and 102, Quasar 35 and 36. So send your and Infinity War after that. Send your thoughts, like Ray does. We don't care if you go 5-10 minutes. We don't care. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Call the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And check out the social media. Like I said, maybe I'll start putting up lists of upcoming episodes. So follow us on Facebook, Twitter. Follow all the Capes and Lunatics stuff, all in one convenient place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics.
And support our sponsors. Hunt to Killer, Tweaked Audio, Pod Life the book, now in digital and paperback. And you can go on Amazon and buy that. And while you're there, use the link for Southgate Media Group. Send some money to the company so we can bring you such fine products as the Quantum Zone. See, it just popped up.
Perfect timing.
Yes, yes. All right. And speaking of hawking our wares, Will, what have you got coming up?
I've got a Kickstarter coming up for Diary of Night Volume 1. It's for Make 100. Kickstarter does a Make 100. So there will be 100 copies of Diary of Night Volume 1. Each will have an individual diary entry that's 100 words written in it. So that's going to be a lot of fun, and I still need to write some of those. So that'll be cool. But you can find me at WALLRED, Gmail, Twitter, and, of course, Facebook and several other places. Diary of Night's at diaryofnight.com. And, of course, all kinds of really cool stuff about Quasar, which is the reason we're all here, at the Quantum Zone, which is quantumzone.org.
All right. So, the Supreme Intelligence kickstarts the evolution of his people. Will's kickstarting his book.
Kickstarting some book sales is what I'm trying to do.
And over there in Boston, kicking it old school, comedian Matt Kona. Where can people find you?
You can find me at Kona, MATTKONA. You don't want to read my diaries, that's for sure. I've gone through some old notebooks. It's not good. But that's about it. I have a Facebook page, a Twitter, and Instagram. There's probably some clips from a very long time ago floating around on YouTube. You can look for me there. I'm around. Let's talk. I'm your guy. I don't know.
And I'm visiting nursing homes with bad intentions.
Yeah. If you have a nursing home around you don't like.
You should do stand up at a nursing home. Be like, hey, who here likes prunes?
That is one of the few strange locations I've never done a show at. I've definitely done shows for older people, and it feels like I'm at a nursing home, but it doesn't quite have the same feel. Like the smell, the atmosphere,
and you have to repeat every joke twice because they're like, "What?
Yeah,
what did he say?"
Right.
No, I said doctor. All right, we're punch drunk people. We lack of oxygen from reading all that dialogue. All right, so yes, come back next time for episode 99, the last episode with double digits. Captain America 401. And we get some Quasar, and it kind of ties into Quasar 35 that'll come 2 episodes after that. But you do not want to miss Quantum Zone 100 in 2 weeks. 2 what-if issues. Oh, I think we read a lot this episode, gentlemen. 2 issues.
Just wait.
Get your popcorn ready for that, people.
Yeah.
All right. So the war is over. The cleanup begins. Come back next time, Quantum Zoners. And remember, keep it quantum.